Hello everybody, welcome back to ŌKAMI. You ready to see the pretties? I hope you are, because it's gonna be the same as it was the first time, except pretty with more trees. So one of my key motivations for playing through the game, like when I had it, is like I want to bloom more of those big trees to see more of the big pretties happen. Also, here's where you get introduced to extra weapons. And so my favorite type of weapons in the game are the beads. You have the reflectors, like the mirrors you get. And in Shinto mythology, the Yada mirror is something that Amaterasu has, I think. And then there's the Totsuka blade, which I think you get that as a weapon. I could be wrong. But like in the Narutos, you know how Itachi has the Susanoo that wields the Totsuka blade, and he has the abilities Amaterasu and Tsukuyomi? Because Itachi's entire character was based off of all of the Shinto things. About they get introduced to more of my favorite music and one of my favorite reoccurring characters. Get ready for this. I'm gonna let the scene play, and let you read the dialogue. So he speaks some French words, by the way. If you're not well versed in French, you might have a hard time understanding him. So, it's been stated up until this point, that people can't see your true form because they don't have faith in the gods. Waka specifically is like red markings. Because, plot. But Waka's theme is like in my top 5 pieces of music that are in this game. Point across. So, it's like, it's obvious the person who removed the sword is Susanoo. I know, spoilers, but like, if you were paying literally any attention at all, you would have figured that out pretty quick. So, Susanoo unsealed Orochi because he was seeing if the legends were true. Susanoo put that boulder in the way, and now he's also running away from the village so they don't find out about it. So, I know Pillow Talk is a reference to it is a weapon, and it is in Japanese stuff. I can't tell you any more about it than that. So I was wondering, are there gonna be boss fights in this game? Well, look, it's a boss fight. So the way the beads work is you hit them, you hit the enemies, and then you mash the button to attack to hit them more. So the bosses are like the only enemies in the game that have a chance of hitting me. Mainly because I don't know how to time his attacks correctly. Now, the first waka is very easy. There, dead boss. They made him easier in this version of the game, sadly. At least that's what it seems to be to me. Excusez-moi, baby. So for those of you who know what Naruto is, when Orochimaru is killed, you see Orochimaru's 8-headed serpent form, a reference to Orochi, the 8-headed serpent, and Itachi, who uses the Susanoo and has Tsukuyomi, kills and seals away Orochimaru. Just like Susanoo kills Orochi. It all makes sense. So, Waka, at this point, he's like exposition dumping stuff we kind of already know, but he's like, Amaterasu's an ally, so I'm gonna tell her all of this so we know. He attacked you and he seems kind of like an ass, but he's actually well-intentioned. And she doesn't pay attention at all. I would love to see a Sun and Waka fight. Oh yeah, so he's also a prophet. And so, I foresee a log and big thrills. Whatever that means. You'll know what I'm talking about when the time comes. So, Isun calls Waka a half-baked prophet. And when I was younger, and so I do this with words, I'll half-read them and just decide what it is in my head immediately without thinking. So, he says half-baked prophet, but when I was younger, I saw it as a half-baked potato. Because I didn't know any better. So, to me, Waka is a half-baked potato. And he shall stay that way from now until forever. Okay, so I do like all of the music, but one of the tracks I'm not too fond of is this area. This kid's crying because his dog got lost in some ruins. Actually, there's no fishing line or hook on my pole right now, but there's a reason for that. My dog and I were exploring ancient building, never been able ruins, key deep forest, but heard horrible roar, didn't waste time out of there, locked entrance ruins, high-tailed home. Thought dog follow, but was nowhere found. Is trapped back ruins, must be crying all scared alone. So he dropped the key to these ruins in the water, and he's trying to fish it out. Without a line, or hooks, or bait, or anything. Nothing you can't catch with the right attitude. Fish babes or whatever. It can all be yours. So, one of my favorite mini-games in this game is fishing. The tutorial is very blah. So, I'm just gonna sort of gloss over this because it's not very important. Basically, you have to draw a line to the fish, then you gotta pull in the opposite direction of the fish, but you can't pull too hard, or he'll get the fatigues. And you can do this. So, some fish take 1 slash, some take 2, some take 3 to 4 to catch. You won't see a 3 or 4 slash fish until, like, the end of the game. And the minigame looks very simple, and it does start off quite easy. But as you catch more and more fish, it gets harder and harder. Like, stuff will start getting bigger, and you'll be able to earn more money from it. Every character you fish with who is like a part of the story, you only catch 3 things. And then you continue on. So yeah, I caught a giant salmon. That was that. The salmon swallowed the key because he dropped it. Now, considering all of the water and all of the fish, it's surprising that you caught specifically the only fish that had the thing you needed. Nope. So, we're about to head into our first dungeon. The Hannah Valley, it is sort of a dungeon, I'd say. But it's not really a dungeon. Right here's the ruins. I'm gonna run around a bit. So Susano's here. He's reoccurring throughout the game. I'm gonna talk to him. Why must you always dog my footsteps? I'm practicing my new technique. So Susano's on a journey to fight a terrifying monster. So Susano is trying, like, everything in his power to, like, not actually go do stuff. He's like, oh man, you know, I don't gotta do anything. The bridge is out. I mentioned characters in the game who give Amaterasu nicknames. I like this guy's nickname. So as soon as, like, this is Amaterasu, the guy's like, that's hard to say. Let's go with Chalky. So those demon fangs I've been collecting, and neglecting collecting. Let's see what I did there. You trade them with this guy for artifacts that do stuff. So when I got to this point on that alternate save, I had enough to get the golden lucky cat. Basically, it magnetizes everything to you and you never have to pick up a single thing ever again. Which is great, because I don't wanna. So the first save that I made was inside the ruins. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go over here. Key's gonna go in the door. it's gonna open up. We're gonna be like, yeah, let's do this. You'll see the cutscene that shows the ruins, and then I'm gonna exit the game, and in the next episode, I'll be on the other save file with all the stuff. So I'll pause and show off all the menus and the stats, what I have currently, and then when I come back on that one, I'll show all the menus and the stats of what I'm upgraded to, with everything that I can collect up till this point. So everything's super spoopy. He's like, oh, draw some lily pads. We can just go over there, and then it gets eaten by the goop. Alright. Let me quickly show you. Items, got nothing. Equipment, got those. Stuff, it doesn't even matter. They aren't real. Give it a minute. So actually, if you look at a side-by-side of these files here, that's what I upgrade to. I accidentally upgraded my health. Like, I didn't upgrade it on purpose, it was sort of a slip-up because I wasn't paying attention. I like to exclusively upgrade the ink in my wallet till it's, like, massive, and then I'll... Oh no, did I save over it? Please tell me I didn't, because if I did, that's gonna be kinda lame. Okay, I didn't. Alright. So I will see you next time on ŌKAMI. This is probably a short one compared to all the others, but Bork.